A new quilt along is coming. Hi, it's Cole from Cole's Quilts. It's been a while since I've been on here, and I'm sorry I have been exhausted. I've been doing sewing and business stuff and working my job, and I just have not had the energy. But we're quite a bit through the quilt along, so I thought I would check in and let you guys know what's going on. So behind me right here, you can see about how much of the Christmas tree quilt along we have done so far. And that's going to continue through, I don't remember the exact date, but it's going to be like middle of November. We'll probably finish it. And I had started thinking about like if I was going to do another one, what would it be? And I kicked around some ideas and I had started drawing something up. And then I found the idea. So what's funny about this whole process for me is that I'll start thinking about, I might do a thing, and it'll just be sort of like kicking around in the back of my head. And then it'll get to the point where I go, maybe I'll try to draw it up, and then I'll start drawing something. And at some point, with pretty much every quilt I've made, at some point, I'll feel like that's it. And I will become obsessed, which is sort of difficult when you're in the middle of finishing other things. So I have this idea for the next quilt along, and I'm obsessed. I just keep wanting to work on that, but I got to finish these other quilts. So this is the idea of what I'm thinking I'm going to do for the next quilt along. Now, traditionally so far, one of my goals of doing the quilt alongs is that I could use my scraps. So most of the quilt along patterns are really made for scraps. But when I came up with this design, I thought I need it to be those colors or like close. So I'm not actually going to be doing that one with scraps. Some people in my Facebook group were like, yeah, cool, love it. Some people were like, not for me. Some people were like, yeah, the color's kind of bright. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put a grayscale in there, and I am going to organize and label the swatches in a way where if you wanted to swap things out, hopefully it can help you with that. I also may be doing a few videos with the quilt along like I did with the baby dragon, where I might explain some of these steps. This is not going to start until we're done with this other quilt along. I haven't started really drawing the blocks yet, and I need to like figure out a guess of the fabric amounts. Haven't done that yet. But I do think that I'm going to post either at the beginning of the directions or just the swatches. So if you are thinking that you might want to do it, you could start thinking about the fabric that you might want to use. If you want to use the exact colors that I'm going to use, I will probably put together a little kit that you can buy. I just have to make some calculations for that, which might take a while. But anyways, so other things that have been going on other than the quilt along. Oh my goodness, I should have brought it in here, but I won second place in the mid-century modern category at the Pennsylvania National Quilt Extravaganza, which was very exciting. And the Matterhorn pattern is not out yet, but it is coming out soon. I mean, hopefully by the time this quilt along is done, the Matterhorn pattern will be out. And then I have an Art Deco pattern that I'm working on, but that's kind of a little bit farther out. I do have a few fat quarter packs that are in my shop right now, if anyone's looking for fat quarter packs, and I'm also selling fabric by the yard. It's been really fun doing the quilt alongs and having the Facebook group and seeing people post their pictures and getting feedback from people about what they want. I love seeing what other people do and like feeling like you're part of a quilting community. So thank you everybody who's been like following me and has joined the Facebook groups and has done my patterns. It makes life so much better when sometimes other things are maybe not going great. Also remember, I have classes on my Cole's Quilts Academy website. If you want to learn how to foundation paper piece, if you want to learn how to draw your own patterns. So when we get closer to finishing this quilt along and the other one's going to start, I'll post another video with a little bit more information about it. But I just wanted to throw it out there in case you guys, are deciding that you might want to do it. Maybe decide what kind of fabric you want to use, or if you want to join the Facebook group if you haven't. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.